Welcome back to these videos, of course, where we learn English every day. These are our study tips videos, so study tips with Kent, with Professor Kent here. So, of course, today's study tip, last time we learned about practice, 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 why you should repeat something as many times as possible. And today we're going to learn about gum. Why is gum important? Before we get into the main lesson, don't forget to give us a like below, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share these with your friends so more of your friends can learn English quicker. And sorry, this is study tips, so learn anything quicker. So these are study tips you can use in any situation. Okay, so as I said, last time was practice, practice, practice. This time is using gums or unique scents. Perfumes count too, anything unique. It's just easier. Gum is easier to get with different scents. And it's interesting, it's called, so this is actually my Japanese gum, for example. But you should have something with a strong taste, like a minty taste or a banana taste or a strawberry taste or having different gum. It's called scent-dependent memory. So this is true for actually normal life, actually, that you might notice it sometimes, like you'll have a car accident near a rice field, for example. Well, rice field's hard to see, but maybe near a rose garden. You'll have a bicycle accident there. And then later in life, when you're smelling roses or walking by roses, you're like, oh man, that bicycle accident sucked. So you remember it. It's scent-dependent memory. It actually, our smells help us remember where we were or when we were there, which you can use this as a technique or a trick, like a life hack for learning quicker. So if you have something, you can't use it on everything like that. You can't just, okay, I'm going to do this, but you can learn it. For example, if you're trying to learn body parts and you're trying to learn the heart or where the heart is, what it's called, heart, lungs, kidney, liver, things like that. You're trying to learn the internal body parts, for example. You're like, man, I can't remember these. Or, for example, the bone names, all the different bone names. Oh, I can't remember these. How can I learn them? Oh, I got it. I have some banana gum. So for example, or strawberry gum or anything, chocolate mint gum. And you chew that gum when you're studying that action or that activity. So it's independent memory. So what happens is your memory will fuse or glue together with that scent, smell, or taste. So perfume can be same. If you have a lot of perfume costs more. That's why I recommend gum to my students. But of course, if you spray that smell like CK number 1 or some kind of famous perfume like Chanel number 5 or something, and then you smell it as you're studying that action, then on test day, or when you have to go to lesson day, like if you're going to a test and then they're going to test the body parts like kidney, liver, or how did I remember? Ah, that's right, banana gum. I got to eat some banana gum. So chew the banana gum, and then your memory is supposed to come back together. The smell will touch your head, and your head will be like, wait a minute, where's that connection? Ah, okay. So it'll fire, and you'll learn them easier. That's why I mentioned in the last video about baseball. Why do baseball players chew gum? This is the reason. I'm sorry. Before I say that, I should say baseball players are a good example. This is only when you are repeating something, not when you're learning something new. When you're repeating something, it helps to fuse into your memory better. So if you're learning new math or new formulas or new science, you shouldn't use it. But like baseball players are always hitting the same way. The ball may be changing, but how they're hitting or how to get a home run, they need to focus on that action. So they chew gum to help their memory. So exactly whatever flavor they might like, for example, minty gum or something. And like, oh, let me chew that gum. And then, oh yeah, my body, it'll kick in. Here's how you move. With this smell, this is how you move. This is why baseball players use gum when they bat, or there's some belief that they can bat better with that, again, scent-dependent memory, that smell-dependent memory. So it's connecting those fuses. But of course, like I said, at the beginning of this video, you can't use on everything. You can't use like, okay, on page 1, I'm going to use banana taste. On page 2, I'm going to use strawberry taste. On page 3, I'll use chocolate mint. So that would confuse your memory, be like overload to your computer brain. So of course, only pick things that are difficult for you to learn, like, oh, these prepositions in English, in, on, of, at, they're so hard. Where to use them and why, especially in British English, American English. Okay, I'm going to chew some flavored gum whenever I do it, and that's going to help me remember. And it'll help me on the test. It'll help me later in life to remember those actions. Thanks again. So this was, of course, Study tips with Professor Kent. Last time we did practice, practice, practice. This time was about gum. Next time we will talk about meditating. So how to meditate and why it's important for study. Okay, thanks again. Have a good day and see you in tomorrow's lesson.